Holy freaking crap. Virginia? I mean, you couldn't even give me any better, national championship game. It's the Super Bowl all over again. With potential teams, but then you just give me crap? Oh, holy freaking crap. This is just... It's pitiful in the days of sports. It's pitiful. You call that a championship, NCAA? Two teams that have never been to the... holy crap. It went into overtime. Hey, props up to you. The NFL Super Bowl didn't even really get a touchdown until the end of the game. So you had that going for you. You're better than the Super Bowl. But both teams are absolute shit. Crap. They're literal, oh my God. But Virginia wins, and, hey, we get another, just another team, another day, another way to just say this is gay. Oh my goodness gracious. I would have picked a better Final Four, with North Carolina or Duke in there. You want Zion, but Zion didn't even make it to the Final Four. How sad is that? Auburn did. Auburn doesn't even have a Zion Williamson. They have good players, but they don't have a Zion Williamson. Who the crap is on Auburn's team? Who the crap do I care about on Virginia's team? I mean, the only guy that really could go to the NBA in that kind of game, Jarrett Culver. The other guys maybe second round, hey, maybe we could find a Malcolm Brogdon. Milwaukee, we got some more defensive players for you with long length arms, hey, come take one. Who gives a rat's ass what the heck happened? I'm flipping balls over here because, it's just like, holy crap. We had an NCAA tournament last night game, and probably half the world didn't care about it. They were probably giving, two craps about the MLB, which is a dying sport. Then the NCAA tournament. And now don't the Texas Tech fans look stupid for celebrating, for getting the cops called on them, for tearing down part of their city, just to celebrate not even winning the damn thing, to just win part of it. They're the runner-up, for goodness sake. But they had a great season. So did Virginia. Virginia somehow won the ACC even after Duke and North Carolina, and you had Florida State in there for a little bit. You had a whole bunch of teams that could have won it, and hey, Virginia losing to Duke 2 times in the regular season won the ACC. And they're the 1 seed. But, hey, they had Gardner-Webb, Oklahoma, Oregon, Purdue, Auburn, and then Texas Tech. I mean, there was like Purdue and Texas Tech in there, but who in their right mind picked Virginia to win it all? I sure didn't. I had them losing in the Elite Eight. I had them losing in the Sweet 16 sometimes. I had them like a Gonzaga that doesn't make it that far. I was right about Gonzaga, but I'm not right about Virginia. Virginia, congrats. But I don't want to just talk about you all this time. I don't want to spend, next 6 months or 7 months talking about Virginia winning a Final Four and giving a rat's ass about it. I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it, but I'm still talking about it right now. Texas Tech, congrats on runners-up. Congrats on winning the first Big 12 title without Kansas in the name. Congrats on making it to your first Final Four. Congrats on having a fan base that cares about you to where they would tear up their own damn city just to make you reasonable. But we'll see how long Texas Tech's program continues. As, Chris Beard, you're out in the middle of Lubbock. Texas Tech is not a great, known program for basketball. We'll see how long Chris Beard stays out there. And if he stays out there a lifetime, you would say, what in the world are you doing? You don't sign a lifetime contract with Texas Tech. You sign it with Kentucky like John Calipari did. You sign it with Kansas. You sign it with North Carolina. You sign it with Duke. You sign it with Syracuse. You sign it with these good programs. You don't sign it with Texas Tech. They had like 10 years of programs, and I mean, it's like Kansas football. You think you get hope, but then you don't. Or Division II football. You think you're good, but then you're not. You go to Division I and you just get your ass whooped. I'm talking here, Texas Tech, you just finally got somewhere. You finally got a, sport that you can kind of get around. Texas Tech baseball's pretty good. I'm not sure about their soccer, but who cares? I mean, until the College World Series, there's no baseball games on, college baseball games on ESPN or any, you had to go to the game to watch these things. Basketball and football are the most prominent sports in college. And you're finally reasonable in one of them. Congrats. Bravo, up to you. I don't want to go into too much of it, but I still am. I mean, you just got handed a win and you lost in overtime. Man, I mean, just forget about it. So stupid, so pointless to just talk about Virginia and Texas Tech. It doesn't even roll off the tongue in the national championship game. I mean, it's not a scenario that we might never ever see again. But it was on last night. If you didn't watch it, you didn't miss much. If you watched it, you congrats, up to you. You realize, maybe you missed something. Maybe you missed a late night show because it lasted pretty while. I mean, you might have missed like Jimmy Kimmel or Conan or something. Or, no, it's not Saturday. It's not Saturday Night Live. I mean, you probably missed something. I mean, there's no news in the NFL. Warriors still kicking butt in the NBA. NHL didn't play last night. Neither did the NBA. MLB was an average night. I mean, you had the Astros and the Yankees on ESPN, and that was just a pile of garbage. I watched that game, and it was a pile of garbage. But before I get into this, happy birthday out to Curly Lambeau. Might recognize the name, might not. If you don't recognize the name, you're stupid and don't like you. I'm not a Packers fan, but, you got to know the name. If you're a sports person and you know a little bit about football, you got to know Curly Lambeau. Might not know the first name, but you know Lambeau Field. You know that place gets cold as balls up there, but you know the name. You know the name. And he won 6 championships with, obviously, the Packers. He's the guy. He's the main figure. He's the face of that program. Why is it? No, it's not a program. It's a team. It's a business. Programs are college. This is a business. This is NFL. Curly Lambeau, happy birthday. He obviously died a while back, but props up to him for bringing Packers reasonable, because hell, they're not reasonable today. We could get 2 rats' ass about it. We put the media out on Aaron Rodgers and the Mike McCarthy situation, which has gotten even more heated, calling Aaron Rodgers the dumbest or lowest IQ football guy he's ever met, played with, coached with, or whatever. Don't matter. Mike McCarthy's gone. They got that one coach that was from Tennessee, and I'm like, screw this. You're scrolling through NFL Sunday Ticket or all the games, and you look at the package, and you're like, I don't want to watch them. Let's move on to the Giants. The Giants are probably going to be a better watch than the freaking Packers. Poor Curly Lambeau's up there in, heaven or something, just being like, hey, what the hell happened to my team? Why do I want to watch this? I'm scrolling past the Packers to watch a different game. I'm really wondering, if up in heaven you actually get to be able to watch all the sports games like they have NFL Sunday Ticket, NHL Center Ice, they have NBA League Pass or MLB Extra Innings. They have all this crap. Because if that's the case, and if I go up there and do that, sign me up. Not talking about religion in the show. Carly Lambeau, happy birthday out to you. And speaking of the NFL, in a crap hole that it is, it's been about 3 months. No, 2 months at least. Yeah, we had in March and then February. I forgot Super Bowl's in February, not January, but 2 months since the crap hole of wasting 2 hours or 3 hours on my couch just waiting for something to happen, but you don't give it to me. The NFL needs to make changes. Changes like that. They need to get, first off, better refs. I'm talking to you, New Orleans. You know you want to talk about that. Talk about a New Orleans Saints fan, you're just like, yeah, we're getting closer. We're not going to get screwed this year. I mean, we might get screwed in the Super Bowl because we got screwed in the semifinals, then the finals, and then now the Super Bowl. And it's just like, we're going to get screwed in the Super Bowl, and then the next year we're going to win the Super Bowl. But maybe Drew Brees is going to retire or get a season or career-ending injury. And I mean, push that to the side. The NFL is a few months away. But the matter of fact that we had to live with the disaster of the Super Bowl is funny. NFL, we could have had the Chiefs and the Saints in the Super Bowl. We could have had the Chiefs and the Rams in the Super Bowl. Rematch of the whole 1,000-yard per team game. Patrick Mahomes, a new sheriff in town, versus Jared Goff and the coach puller backer. What a job that is. I don't care what my goals in life are, but I want to be the guy that pulls back. I forgot the Rams coach. His name will come to me later. I want to pull back the guy. I want to be the guy that's on the sidelines that just tugs on his shirt. It's like, get out the freaking way, man. The refs are running by. You don't want to be a Mike Tomlin and accidentally trip someone. You don't want to be that dude. Mike Tomlin's going to have a lot on his hands after Antonio Brown obviously leaving. I mean, but it's going to be a fun NFL. Any changes that I think that is needed? They needed better overtime, obviously. Need better refs. They need to pick a better date for the draft. I talked about it in the other show. I mean, you got to be stupid enough to just put the draft out on Avengers night. I'm going to watch 3 hours and 2 minutes of Avengers. I'm not watching the NFL. I'll keep in tabs with it. I mean, keeping tabs by like just letting my phone light up and just like let it go. Putting it on silent. I'm not a dumbass. I'm not going to have my phone buzzing all night because of every pick that's going on. It's like, oh, Denver's on the clock. Denver picks this guy. Or Houston picks this guy. Or Indy picks this guy. I'm going to have it on silent as I'm watching Avengers, and I'm not going to give two craps about the draft until after I watch it and I say, you know, now I care about the draft. And I'll probably be round 2 or round 3 or round 4 or round 8, 7, whatever crap you want. I mean, rounds they go to. I want this in one night. I don't want to see a pack of fans in the middle of, you know, this area watching their team pick, and you see the crying baby of just like, oh, we picked that guy. That's going to be a meme. Kristaps Porzingis all over again for New York fans, but hey, New York, they have a chance to pick a quarterback. Could they pick him? Dwayne Haskins? Talked about that in the Wake and Bake show. I mean, hey, look, clear opportunity for Kyler Murray to just fall to the Giants. I mean, it's a whole big possibility, but no, I don't care. Don't care one little bit. I mean, I will care, you know, and I will talk about where each player goes. But am I going to care to waste like 2 minutes, 2 hours of my life waiting for Roger Goodell to get on stage and get booed and then tell who he's going to pick and then leave and then just it's on to the next guy. And then we get to hear, the guys from the NFL show, whatever, talk about, this guy did that guy did that, and get Adam Schefter to keep looking at his dang phone. I'm not going to watch it. That's not my type of show. That's not my type of crap. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not wanting to say, hey, did you see that pick? Did you see the card placement in the guy's hand? And the guy ran up there in time to give the card to Roger Goodell and him saying the name. Kyler Murray with the first pick of the Arizona Cardinals at the University of Oklahoma. Heck no, I don't want to see that. I mean, it was more funnier when the league, the show, did that, where, Pete and Kevin were just like trying to, make a pick for Chicago or whoever it was. I think it was Chicago, but hey, it don't freaking matter where the picks come from. They're going to come on April 25th, and we're only a few weeks away. That will happen 2 weeks from Thursday. And the sad fact that people are going to watch it. People are going to cheer for it. Don't you have a life? Rather get drunk and go drive than watch the NFL draft or let alone the last Super Bowl. What a crap hole the NFL is. They need a lot of changes. A lot of stupid crap. A lot of stupid things. But we'll get into that in a few more days. I mean, they haven't hit spring ball. They haven't had anything. I mean, we're in April, for goodness sakes. It's a fun time. I'm scratching my head because I don't really know what to talk about the NFL. They're all political, and in a few years, maybe the college football is going to go bye-bye, and they're all going to go to the NFL. And I mean, the whole world's going to be an anarchy because no one wants to watch the political NFL. They want to watch college football, but then they don't get to because some business makers don't want to spend like $5,000 on a player just to, hoard all their $5 billion, $50 billion in pocket change. I mean, they're the Bill Gates of. Oh my God! I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk about it. Speaking of what ended. NCAA basketball ended last night. Talked about it earlier in the show, but I want to talk about a little bit of not the Virginia Texas Tech ass shoot that was. I want to talk about what a great season that was. I got to see my program lose a record showing 15 straight Big 12 titles to Texas Tech and K-State. And then watch K-State say, FKU, FKU. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, come at us. Come at us, I'll look it up, but, I mean, I don't think you guys have 5-star players coming to your program, and once we get 5-star programs, we'll come at you next year. Y'all don't have Dean Wade. Y'all don't have, Marcus Brown. Y'all don't have this guy. Y'all don't have these, top prospects. Bruce Weber, it's funny when his face turns red, but the guy just humiliates me. It's funny. It's funny. But, then you had the Pac-12 that was just an absolute disaster. You had Oregon, 12th seed. Who else was part of Pac-12? Washington, I think they were 9 seed. Arizona State was 11. They lost in the first round. I didn't expect that to happen. Pac-12, I'm sleeping on you right now because you're just not good. You're not good. And I'm loving every little bit of it because I want to watch more of the ACC, the Dukes, and the North Carolinas, and the Virginias, and what a season that was out there. And then you had the Big Ten, who, Michigan State and Michigan both held grasp on that trophy, and then they played, and then it's just like, is Michigan even good? Excuse me. Michigan, you were like almost undefeated, and you just like lose to just Michigan State like that. Or is Michigan State actually that good? Oh, wait. They lost to Texas Tech, the Final Four. I don't know where to place Michigan State. I don't know where to place them. I don't know where to place Michigan. I don't even know where to place Big Ten basketball. It's a letdown almost every single year. We get back to the Ohio State, Aaron Crass, Jared Solinger days. I mean, Big Ten football, don't get me wrong, that's good. That's good. Big East, had a big letdown. I mean, you had Marquette. Bring it back, then you just lost Villanova for half the year, then you got them back. And then you lost Villanova again for our bit of the year, and then you brought them back. They made the tournament. They proved that they were there. They lost to Purdue, who gave them a butt whooping, but I mean, anything's possible. Anything's possible in March Madness. That's why it's called March Madness. I mean, it's just like a no-brainer when I say March Madness. Everyone's like, they're like, what the heck is that? And they're just like, oh yeah, it's a tournament. Why do they call it March Madness? Oh, because your bracket's going to get busted in the first two games. No one will ever pick a perfect bracket again. And I don't think it's ever happened. Actually, refrain that. It's never happened, and it never will. I mean, I pray that I'm the first one that does it, but the way I've been doing the last few years, I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, I get to the first 2 days maybe, and then it's just like, there goes that team. There goes that team. And there just goes my bracket. The whole bracket. Man. I hate UK State. Freaking picked you to go to the Elite Eight. The worst decision I've ever made in my whole entire life. Losing the first round. That's so gay. Well, the SEC got a little bit of reasonable respectability. But it's fun. It's fun. Well, in the Monday show, I completely just, bleeped up. I just can't believe that I said Alex Bregman. I mean, I haven't been watching the Angels that much, but I just, the hitter of the week obviously goes to Mike Trout, even though I love Alex Bregman. It's Stroh for life. Anything, had a 7-game hit streak, still going. But Mike Trout, 5 home runs in 4 games, 9 RBIs. Definite, no-brainer for hitter of the week. Congrats out to Mike Trout. A hot start for the crappy Angels, who I just don't really care about until they play the Astros, and then I care about them. But I don't really want to care about that game either. I mean, Astros, Angels, I'm an Astro fan, but I'm looking through all the MLB at-bat games, and I'm looking at something else than the freaking Angels and the Astros. Shohei Ohtani versus Justin Verlander. Fight. And no. Don't want to go into it. But Mike Trout, congrats out to you. I give it out to you. I just, it's not like you win like a ginormous trophy or you win money. It's just me saying the stupid crap that you just get to, hold on. This dumb kid just said, hey, he's the hitter of the week. He's the guy. He's the new sheriff in town. You get to hold on to that for the rest of the week, unless you win it again the next week, and it's just like, I got to hold on to that. This guy, never met him in my entire life, but he loves me to be able to say I'm the hitter of the week. Alex Raymond, you had that for one day. I'm sorry that I just completely missed the the fact that, the Angels still have reasonable life. And Mike Trout, respect out to you for staying with your team that drafted you, that kept you there, kept you fed, all that. But you're just still the crappy Angels. I wish we were back to the Angel days where there, no Mike Trouts, no Albert Pujols, no Shohei Ohtani's, or any type of player out there. No Jared Weavers. I don't think he's on the program. Or I keep saying program team anymore. I don't think he's there. But Mike Trout, you could have been a free agent. You could have been somewhere else. What a stupid mistake. You could have been a Philly with Bryce Harper. Just look at them. It's the Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge versus the Mike Trout, Bryce Harper brigade in the Northeast. What a way that would have been. But speaking of free agents, we move into the NBA, the top NBA free agents. Kevin Durant, obviously, in there. The Warriors look pretty dim of repeating, this year. But Kevin Durant, a player option. He can sign, he can stay with the Warriors, but everyone's making that question, is he going to stay? They're pissing him off. Could I see him leaving? I didn't see him leaving from Oklahoma City, but he did, and it's just the fact of now you don't know what the hell's going to go on. You really don't. You just want to just sit in your chair and you're on your edge of the seat and you're just waiting for the next player to just go to somewhere big, and then the next super team. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and Jimmy Butler all go to the New York Knicks, and you're just like, yeah, screw you, Warriors. New York Knicks for life, man. No, I'm not a bandwagon fan. That's crap's serious, man. Bandwagon fans, I just wish you would just go die in a hole, because it's like, oh my goodness, what the heck are you doing, man? It's not funny. It's not funny because it's stupid. It's stupid for you to just go from team to team. You look like an idiot. You're probably spending $200,000 a year just on jerseys because you're going from, hey, LeBron and the Lakers they're 4-0. They're 4-0. Wait, no, they dropped the last 5. So New York, I'm a Kevin Durant fan. We've won the last 2 games. Bought the jersey, man. We go in hot places. We go in to do things. But Kevin Durant, player option, you can stay. You can do all this different things. You can stay with Golden State. It doesn't really freaking matter. But they don't. I don't know if they have enough money to keep Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson obviously wants to stay. He's an unrestricted free agent, and you also have DeMarcus Cousins, who's an unrestricted free agent, and they're not going to sign him. They're not going to be dumb enough to just give DeMarcus Cousins money, and DeMarcus Cousins is going to go to a different team. And the Warriors have a lot of damn problems. But the next guy on the list, these are in not order. Paul Millsap, he's a guy that has brought Denver some respectability. Also Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. But Paul Millsap's part of that team. They're going to make the NBA Finals. They're going to win it all. Like, a crappy team like Virginia, they got to keep Paul Millsap. It's just like the Warriors can't win the championship without Steph Curry, so Denver can't win the championship without Paul Millsap. It'll be fun to see. He's got a team option, so they can obviously bring him back. Another big man, Al Horford, he's got a player option. And, that's big because Kyrie Irving might as well the next guy player option. Holy freaking crap, 2 of the Boston players. And then you also have Terry Rozier at the bottom, a restricted free agent. Who are you going to get? Who are you going to stay with? You got the chance for Anthony Davis. You got the chance for Anthony and Kyrie in the same building, plus Al Horford and plus Jaylen Brown or whoever you freaking get rid of. I don't care. You have a chance to be the best team in the East next year. We thought you were the best team in the East this year, but then you just let us down. You made us laugh at each other. But I mean, you got two guys with player options, and you got a restricted free agent. You got a lot on your plate, Danny Ainge, but I'm pretty sure that man has a plan. I'm pretty sure he predicted out a little, we're going to draft this guy, and we're going to sign this guy, and we're going to trade this guy, and we're going to do all this, and we're going to be the best team in 2020, or 2019, 2020. We're going to be the best team I'm pretty sure Danny Ainge doesn't sound like that. And I'm actually damn well sure he doesn't sound like that. It's just my analytic, kind of voice. The nerd that's, in the corner, just like, the stat this, he got a rebound. Who's that? It's stupid. But, my favorite team, they do analytical stuff. It's perfectly fine, when it's my team and they win. Actually, two of my favorite teams actually do those. But Jimmy Butler, the next on the list, Jimmy Butler, player option. They don't really have enough for the unrestricted free agent of Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler, so it's an in-between game. You keep the Jimmy Butler or the Tobias Harris. You wish you could keep both. I don't think you can. Plus, JJ Redick's on that docket. But, I mean, you want to keep both. You want to be with both. But it's the fact of the matter is that we're going to have to see Jimmy Butler in a different uniform. We're going to see Tobias Harris in a different uniform. I'm pretty sure no one really cares about where Tobias Harris goes. He's just a solid. I mean, unless he goes to the Warriors, then it's like, oh, crap's about to get weird. Oh, man, the NBA is just a funny little game. Kawhi Leonard, stay in Toronto. Stay. Don't think about it. You can go to the Clippers. Matter of fact, you can go to the Clippers and be a 7 seed your whole entire life, or no, they're a 6 seed. I'm sorry, a 6 seed. You're back in the Western Conference to where you're just like, holy crap, man! I lose one game and you drop 5 spots, and you're like, holy bleep, whatever the heck just happened to me. I'm flabbergasted. What the heck just happened? We just lost to the Warriors by 2 and we dropped 5 spots. It's stupid. Stay in the Eastern Conference. It's gimme through 1 through 7. I mean, you got Philly, Boston, Indiana. Maybe Indiana's not going to be there. Maybe you could sign with Indiana. Then, raise Victor Oladipo from the grave next season at the end of the year and then win an NBA final with him. Oh, I like the sound of that. I don't even know how much Indiana's got in the pocket, but they can afford, to pay the man some money. Pay the man some money. Get him, son. But enough of that. Enough NBA talk. Enough of it. Because there's games to watch tonight, but there's 2 days left in the NBA, and there's just like, just small little games. If one team loses, it's just like, oh, he just moves 1 spot. Does it make a big difference? Sometimes it might. But I don't have any games to watch in the NBA. I don't have any games to watch in the NHL. I don't have really games to watch in the MLB because the MLB, they have games, but it's the same games as last night, just different pitchers on the mound. But why do you need me to tell you what to go watch? Just flip up your TV, scroll past Virginia and Texas Tech, scroll past New England and St. Louis, or not St. Louis, LA, go straight to the next game. Turn a blind eye to that stupid crap of, NFL. Past the NFL draft. Go to Avengers 4. Somehow you can get that on your TV before it's even out on DVD. That's amazing. But go watch something. Go watch something. You don't need me to tell you what to watch. But it's going to be a fun night in the MLB, NBA, NHL. No matter what sport is on, no matter how it's going to end, there's always something. There's always some stupid fan just doing something. But it's all right in the world of sports. And I am here to cover it each and every single day. This has been the 4th and 11 show. Join me every weekday and join me on Friday with my buddy Steven, who will be across from me on the Wake and Bake show. Steven and Jake always starting off your Friday mornings right. So, I am out for today. Tomorrow, join me and we'll talk about some other stupid crap that, pisses off me or pisses off anyone on Wednesday, April 10th.